Now we have our top line, we have our center back, but we need to close here and we need this downside. So to get the center front, we are going to take half of the bust plus 5, half of the hip plus 3, and we look at the biggest answer. The biggest is 49, even though they're very close. 49. Sometimes the hip may be bigger, sometimes it depends on the figure of the person. So you use the biggest one, which is 49, and add some excess, maybe plus a 4 or 5 cm. So we are going to add 4 to this 49 for just an extra gap or allowance. Not allowance for the cloth, just for the paper. So we are using 53. So from here to here will be 53. So we have our center front. So we have top line, center back, and center front. So the next thing, we start our horizontal lines. Now our point O for this measurement is 2.5 centimeters. So we start from here to measure 2.5 centimeters. 2.5 centimeters. You are going to draw a straight line there. You call that line neck line. It's a back neckline. You can say back. Now remember, 2.5 centimeters for this measurement, but for some other person it can be bigger. It can be 3, 3.5, 4, but for this one it's 2.5. Step 4, we are going to mark the depth of the armhole. For our measurement here is 20.5. So it's from point O. This is point O. So from point O, not from the top, from point O, you measure your depth of armhole. That is also called the bust line. For us, on this measurement is 20.5. So we measure 20.5. 20.5. Now, if I want to start from here, it means I'm going to add the 2.5 that I already had here. So 2.5 plus 20.5. So if I add this to that my 20.5, I'm having 23. So I can just from here measure 23 and measure it all through to center front. So I measure it all through from center back to center front, and I have bust line. That is what I call bust line. So we go to the next one. The next measurement is length to waist. For us is 36. That is what we are going to have as the waistline, and the same way we are starting from point O. Point O for us is 36. So you start from point O to measure 36, and you square it across to center front and draw a straight line. So we've also measured from the top line, from point O, we measure from point O up to here, across to the center front, and we have the waistline. After we have the waistline, the next one is the hip line. How did we get the hip line? The hip line is from this waistline, you measure 22 cm or 21.5. It depends. Some people have, they are very tall, so between their waist and their hip, you need to confirm that it's within this range. Some may be longer than 22, some may be shorter than 22. So you just take that measurement and draw a straight line down to center front. Okay, so you have all our horizontal lines, or some of them ready: bust line, waistline, and hip line. So the next measurement will be the back neck width. For this one is 6.5. So from point O along this line, I'm going to measure 6 cm. 6.5 cm there. And then from this point up, I'm going to measure 2 cm. From this point up, I will measure 2 cm. 2 cm from this point, 2 cm up. This one is 6.5 cm. Some other people will be bigger, some people will be, but it can't be less than 6. So this 2 cm. And what do I call this place? NP. NP means neck point. Neck point. So we have our neck point there. Next measurement we'll be looking at is the back width. So half of it is 17.5. So we are going to measure from here 17.5. From the center back 17.5. Next thing I will do now is from point O to the bust line, halfway in between, I'm going to mark what is called back line. So I'm going to do that now, just halfway from here to here, half of it. So I have my back line there. My back line is from here to here, half of it, halfway. If it is a fraction, you can just take it to the nearest whole number and draw a straight line there. So the next line will be to take this vertical one for the back width. But before then, let's take the shoulder line. So the shoulder line from point O is 3 cm. This 3 cm is same for everybody. 3 cm from point O down is the same for everybody. Big size, small size, large, all manner of sizes. So 3 cm for everybody. So you call that shoulder line. Shoulder line for everybody.